Hi guys, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world, and happy Monday afternoon to everybody. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Monday. So you guys, please, before we get into this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. Even feel free to share this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing Katie Joy Paulson, aka Without a Crystal Ball. So last week I watched a few of her videos and I paid attention to something, but just hear me out. So apparently last week CPS was called to their home because during a live somebody had said, or I'll actually link that video down below. I don't think the audio was that great, but okay, I get where they're coming from. So apparently in this audio, the husband started yelling and she actually is like, oh, I'm on a live. And then the son is heard in the background, don't punch me, or something to that effect. And they just want the well-being of this little boy. That's all they want, is his well-being. So she came on and she explained what had really happened. I personally don't buy it. But anyway, who am I? I'm a nobody. So then after that, Katie decides to come on and start talking about mom shaming. So it's just, for me, it's like whatever gets her the sympathy, she's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Then she goes off and says, I'm not going to discuss my son. My son's not up for discussion, blah, blah, blah. But then on her second channel, her main focus is on her son. And then she goes into depth on how he's had all these surgeries. He's so sickly. But then I don't know, you guys. It's like everything is always about her. What does, I don't know. I'm just like, okay, let me calm down a bit. So then the next time she goes and she makes a video, I can't believe this happened. Let me just play this clip for you.
Hi guys, how are you? I can't believe this happened. I have this story I have to tell you about, and I was like, I need to just go onto my live channel and tell you guys because this is ridiculous, and what better place to share it than here. I don't know how many of you are parents. I am a parent. I have a son that is 8, and he is very tech savvy. He loves technology. He loves his iPad. So a couple days ago, he started getting into these apps on his iPad. And we've never been really into games or allowing him to play a lot of games just because he has a tendency to get kind of frustrated. And when he gets frustrated, that can cause meltdowns. So we try to avoid meltdowns. It's just a hot mess. So last night, my husband was looking over at my son and he noticed that my son was about to make a purchase. And I was like, what is he doing? And he's like, oh, he's just trying to make like an in-app purchase. And I'm like, okay. And my son had like put his little finger down on the touchpad because I'd set up the touchpad finger in his because I wanted to give him some ownership so that like if he got locked out, he would be able to get back in. Oh my God, you guys, the kid spent over $1,000 in-app purchases in 3 days. Seriously. I was like, of course, the kid felt terrible. So he's extremely sensitive and I don't like, he's not a bad kid. You know, it's like it's not his fault that this happened. It's like mom and dad's fault because we forgot to put like the, things on his phone to protect it.
Okay. First and foremost, that you better believe that is a failure. That is 100% a failure. Absolutely. And at the end of the day, that was not ridiculous. It was careless. Absolutely careless. In my mind, I'm thinking now, being a parent and basically being there, done that. Our kids are so into these electronics, especially the iPad. My little kids don't have phones. So they have access to these things. Me as a parent, I monitor everything my kids do online. everything. She explained that this went on for 3 days. 3 days. Now, this is what I can't understand. When you do an in-app purchase, you're going to get an email, confirmation, and receipt from Apple stating you purchased this, okay? Then you're going to get notifications, or you're going to get your bank statement or online banking. It's going to let you know, even if it's with a credit card, it's going to let you know the purchases that were made. So obviously, Katie, you don't pay attention to all this. And I understand, because god damn, you're making 3-4 videos a day, maybe go live twice a day. That's why I'm still trying to figure out, where do you have all this time? You say your child is with the nurse from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And by golly, you can bet your bottom dollar, if I was in that situation and the way I am with my kids, when that nurse leaves at 5 o'clock, I am all hands on deck with my child. That's how it should be, Katie. You should be spending time with your child, because it's like you just seem to have an excuse for everything. Everything. Oh, he's with his nurse, or he's at school from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. You'll have dinner. Then it's time for your husband to put him to bed. And it's like always, it's like we never see you putting him to bed, or never hear you saying, oh, I just put my son down. Once I did notice on Twitter, you were saying, oh, he's having a bad time night, even if you get up. It's like, I personally, and I may come across as being mean by saying this, but I hope you don't get a refund. I truly hope you don't get a refund, because that was pure stupidity and carelessness. And maybe you'll be able to learn from that lesson, is to be active and present, and be aware of what your son is actually doing online. He is 8 years old. Anything can happen. Anything, just a click of the button, and he can come across wrong stuff. He clearly can. And also, you guys, Katie is still coming off as arrogant, know-it-all, defensive, and it's like everything is just, what's the word I'm looking for? She just plays everything off like, you know what, whatever. And that just seems to be just rubbing me the wrong way, because I really want the best for her. I wanted to come out of this unscathed, to learn from this. I truly do. But when you get a person with an attitude like this, let me play this clip for you.
Liz, Elaine, would you like to go live and have this conversation with me? Because I truly want to have an understanding of why you think that this is what it is. And I think this is not true, because I'm still putting content on my main channel, and I'm not afraid of being sued by other people. That's simply not the case. But if you want to have a dialogue, I'm happy to have a dialogue with you. Correct? Yes, and I can protect his privacy, but he doesn't, if he walks in when I'm doing a live stream, I can't control that.
Now, how can you feel bad for a person? I don't know if this clip was made a long time ago. I actually got it off Reddit. And she actually says she's not afraid of being sued by other people. Humble yourself, Katie. Humble yourself. And also, why are you being so defensive? This is a clear answer for what are you supposed to do when he walks by on your live, or he's in your presence when you're on a live. Turn your live off. It's as simple as that. Just turn it off. And also, you guys, it's like every single time she comes up, against one thing, she'll find a story in reference to that. So people can feel sad for her, can sympathize with her, can feel bad for her, to gain that sympathy from people. And that's what's so annoying, because I clearly believe your best form of moving forward is learning from your mistakes. Another thing, Katie, you're always talking about how people are talking about your mental illness. You're always bringing up your mental illness. The other day you were doing a live and you were saying, oh, your ADHD doesn't cooperate when you're doing lives. Then don't do lives. And it's just so disturbing. It is absolutely disturbing. The condescending of people. You come across like you know it all. Nobody can tell you a damn thing. You're gonna act like you're taking their criticism, but in reality, it's like, to hell with them. That's what I'm getting from you. Honestly, that's exactly what I'm getting from you. And also, the hugest thing now recently is your lies. Katie, you lie so much. It's actually, and I will just name 3 off the back. And I'll show you these 3. With the gay pride flag.
You want to see it? I'll show you. That's a flag. It's the pride flag. See? And they've ripped it. Look what they've done to it. They've destroyed it. And this was up here, and it was bent, and they were at our house, and they came to our house, and they somehow bent the pole off. Yeah, he has insomnia too. Okay, all of his medications are together. His food is ready to go. You want to see it snowing outside? Hold on. It's snowing. Her flag is broken. It's ripped. It's very windy here.
Then the hospital situation, which I just came across now the weekend. And I'll play that for you.
When my son was in the hospital in June, it was scary. It was just scary. And that happened the same week that they were like burning everything down in Minneapolis and St. Paul. And my son's hospital is in downtown St. Paul. It was jarring, absolutely jarring, to be admitted into the hospital. And there's National Guardsmen literally right outside the front door with like automatic weapons. It was scary. I mean, you've got all of this unrest, and then they had the windows boarded up at the hospital because like when they were burning everything down that night, it was so scary. They had the National Guard protecting the hospital where my son had heart surgery because the rioters were coming towards the hospital. I don't know, it was bizarre. And at night, then these groups were like driving around. One of my friends was, we had the Ku Klux, the KKK was here too. Hi guys. We're sitting in the hospital. It's 5:30. Yeah, it's just crazy, you guys. We're in downtown St. Paul, and not very far from the Capitol. Thankfully, it's really quiet. There wasn't any protests protesters out or anything. The National Guard is still down here, but it's not. There hasn't been a lot of like looting or rioting over in the side of St. Paul.
And then remember what she did to Creepshow Art. How she needed to take the video down about when she called that 6-year-old bratty. So, if Creepshow Art was wrong, what are you apologizing for now? You dragged that woman. You doxed that woman. And then, now, all of a sudden, you have an apology. There's something wrong. Absolutely something wrong. Remember the time when she actually doxed Creepshow Art, right? And she put that article in the Discord of Unirock. When she denied the whole situation about not doxing Creepshow, she was adamant that Unirock told her that he was going to do a video about Creepshow Art. Now, realistically, with the relationship they had, with the support at that time Unirock was giving her, do you really think that Unirock was going to do a happy dandy video about Creepshow Art? No, he wasn't. He was going to do a video opposite of what she put out there that he was going to do, because she was adamant he's going to do a video on Creepshow Art. So at the end of the day, this woman has issues. She truly has issues. Also, you guys, remember she made and she went on this huge apology tour to Emily D. Baker. Oh, you can keep doing your videos. I wish you well. All that bullshit, okay? This is what she put up on Twitter the other day. You guys, before you come for me about that clip on what Emily D. Baker had said in her Instagram live, please do me a favor. I will try link that whole video down below. Please go watch the whole video of the point she was trying to make, because Katie decided to take a small clip of the whole concept of the situation that's gonna make her look bad. And she jumped on this bandwagon to get people to hate or come after Emily D. Baker. So before you come for me, please go and watch the whole video of what Emily D. Baker was saying about the situation. Honestly speaking, she knows the history she has with Emily D. Baker. I don't care what opinion you have. Stay out of the fucking drama. You know it wouldn't have went well for you to have posted that. But you did it anyway because you like the limelight. You want to be spoken about. You yourself, on one of your lives, you jokingly, oh, I've lost so many subscribers, but at least I'm gaining subscribers on my other channel. Oh, today I only lost 4 subscribers. That's not funny. And I always wondered, it's either you are so addicted to social media or this is your livelihood. Well, my question was answered by a very disgruntled person. And I'm going to play that for you. Her name is Caroline.
And not meant to be a career. If it funds my Starbucks habit, then great. But I'm not out for the AdSense dollars. I would like to invite you to a candid discussion on my channel. You have said that many do not have the full story, and I would like to give you the opportunity to speak. And she responds, "Hi Caroline, thanks again for your feedback. This is my family's sole income, and I will keep on trucking. This will not break me. I believe that all setbacks and mistakes help me become a better person. I will not be addressing any more rumors at this time because it does not serve me. My channel is back to regular uploads as of yesterday. Hope you have a great day."
So you guys, so how fucking disturbed are you? You sat there and you were like, but nobody comes to me for my side of the story. Everybody is just reporting on one side of the story. When somebody does come to you and ask you for your side of the story, you give them the runaround. But then you did tell her that is your livelihood. When you're in a position like this here, and I'm going to say this again, Katie Joy, you need those subscribers. Those subscribers don't need you, girl. They don't need you. If you are playing on their emotions and everything does come out eventually, that's when I would say, I feel bad for you. Because all you are doing is riding these people's emotions. These people are giving you a second and a third chance. They're standing by you. Okay, guys, so she went on and she apologized on her Twitter. And it says, I can unapologetically say now. So I'm not apologizing anymore for being me. I'm quirky, snarky, funny, awkward, impulsive, dramatic, mouthy, kind, loving, too trusting, and I care way too much about making everyone happy. I call bullshit on that because that's exactly what got you in trouble in the first place. I can't live like that anymore. I'm not going to change myself to make others happy. I'm not apologizing when I'm not wrong. I'm not caring what people think, and I'm going to get back to being me. Oh, sweetie, you give the world what people think about you. You are so desperate for people to like you. It's sad. I wouldn't tell you not to be you, so don't expect me not to be me. I'm going to react, respond, and speak my mind. I've lost myself this month trying to appease everyone, and I'm done being lost. You know why you lost? You lost because you got to be careful of what you say. You lost because you're missing all that drama. You miss being a negative person. You miss being an ugly person. Because I say that because I want to play you this video, which is done by Leslie Bass. And the only reason why I'm playing you this video is because there seems to be a pattern here. A pattern.
I just wanted to jump on Instagram too and thank you guys because it's been a really crazy couple months. A lot of accusations have been made against me regarding somebody's channel going down because of me. And I've found some new information that I think will explain why this fundraiser was started, because there was some court documents I found that showed that some people involved in this were behind on some serious debt. They had some serious debt they were behind on, and if they weren't current on that debt, they were going to lose their vehicle. And right at the end of November, after not making payments on the vehicle for months, they suddenly make a payment, like a really big payment, over $1,000 on this vehicle. And it was on December 5th that the company that owns the debt and the car said they want to repossess it because they were so far behind. So I have court documents that show that on December 5th, the car company put in a request to repossess the vehicle, and then a response by them that states that they made a humongous payment in the end of November, and they are asking that the vehicle not be repossessed because they were able to make a payment at the end of November. Now you figure out what happened in the end of November. Just do your little deductive reasoning. I'm not saying that that's what was happening, but it definitely looks like there could be some circumstantial evidence pointing to the fact that maybe the people that held the fundraiser were behind on debt, and realizing that they could pin something on me, had this fundraiser and said it was about the kids, but it was really about a truck that was about to be repossessed, and if they didn't make the payment, they were going to lose it. Now the funny thing is that all of this is public record, all of it. It's in U.S. court. In fact, I purchased all the records in U.S. court. So, yep. So they had a payment of $1,620 on a car. And so I'm guessing that the reason, now again, I'll deduct the reasoning, that this email is suddenly not going to show up and they're not going to discuss or address this fundraiser or even discuss that they ripped people off is because the money's gone. The money was used to pay the truck payment that they were behind on that they hadn't paid according to the creditor since October. So they were like 3 payments behind. And now this company is requesting that they take possession of this vehicle on January 6th. A court date was scheduled for January 6th to repossess the vehicle. And the payment per month is over what? It's over $1,000. How much was raised in that fundraiser? Over $1,000. Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Now, I've also been told that a similar fundraiser was done in this fall related to a football jersey drive that somebody told me apparently someone ran off and stole money for jerseys for the football team. But apparently, according to some of her former moderators, that may not have been the truth because her sons might not have been on the team or the football tribe. The jersey stuff never happened.
There you go, guys. There you go. Isn't that the same thing she did to Tati? Same thing. She actually admitted to purchasing these people's records to put it out onto the internet. That is so personal. You know, you really got to be a miserable person to go dig for dirt on other people's lives. I don't give 2 fucks if this is public record. You went to find all the shit and you went to put it on the internet to destroy somebody. You did that with Tati's husband. You did that with Tati. You did it to this woman. As I said before, what goes around comes around. It truly does. Karma is a bitch, okay? If you want respect, you gotta give respect, okay? This woman, Leslie, didn't actually give receipts to, as she promised that she would give receipts as to if this is true or this is not true. My whole thing about this is what Katie Joy did. She went on Pacer, made an account. She actually tells people how to get all these public records. Now, who in their correct mind has time to do all this? Who? I've never seen another YouTuber do stuff like this. But for her, there's a pattern. This is what she does. God forbid, you guys, she comes out of this lawsuit unscathed. She is gonna come full speed ahead for everybody that came across her. Absolutely. I can guarantee that. She is gonna have such a huge chip on her shoulder. She's gonna go all the way back to the beginning. Guys, in the video with Leslie Bass, I don't know if Katie has come for her yet or Katie has it in store for her, but she made that statement on why doesn't Katie explain to her audience what she did with the money from the super chats or some drive that she did that was supposed to be for her son's medical bills, but she bought a house.
What about that GoFund that you held a while back that was supposed to help with your child's medical bills? But then you bought a house with the money instead. Then when the people asked you about it, you said it was none of their business. Do you see the hypocrisy, Katie?
Oh my goodness. Petty and dirty are these people? I don't know. I truly don't know. Then you guys, I am just at this point speechless. Because at what point will Katie get this whole situation? At what point? Because she went on to insert herself into this whole Angelica Oles Smoky Glow drama. She has no business. She knows herself. She knows very well the exchanges she had with Angelica Oles, okay? You in this position now where people are coming after you, you trying to win back your subscribers, but this is not a good way to do it. And these are the tweets that she put out. I'm going to read them to you. Okay, so let me give you a bit of a backstory first. So the weekend, or I think it was Friday, but whichever day, now a few days ago, Smoky Glow had done a collab video with Angelica Oles. So her subscribers were not pleased with her because she had done this collab with Angelica Oles. So apparently Angelica Oles had said some controversial things or not so good things about black people, and there were some microaggressions and stuff like that. So anyway, our darling Miss Katie Joy decided to insert herself in this drama. No business, no business. You have your own problems to figure out. That's just my opinion. So she goes on and she says, I honestly can't believe I could have told everyone 6 months ago what Angelica Oles was like. This is why we just need to stop the fighting within the commentary and move on. And then she posted the explanation of Smoky Glow. First one. Then she goes on and she says, Angelica demands accountability but never takes it herself. She screams at people to take criticism but doesn't take her own. She tells people to stop being problematic, but she's problematic. She's mean to other creators. I found every interaction with her to be negative and aggressive. She blamed me for her mistakes repeatedly, then used that to drag me whenever possible. She's a mean girl, point blank, period. Duh. Then she goes on to say, here's my take. Nobody asked for your take, but you fully decided to insert yourself in other people's drama. Commentary channels need to stop excusing the bullshit behavior of friends while expecting other channels to be held to a higher standard. How about we are imperfect and messy? How about we all just move on? I'm sick of every week one of us being dragged. Can you not take your own advice, Katie? Just take your own advice. And then there's more. How about we stop trying to destroy each other and actually support one another? I have always just wanted peace in the community, so just everyone stop. It's a new target every damn week. Enough already. Isn't that funny? Because when she was doing this to other people, she never had this mindset. You know what I'm saying? She went and she dug and she dragged and she dehumanized people. Like, Let's say, for example, if she did do this to Leslie, as she actually said in her Instagram live. She went and she paid for these documents. And then she went and she told the world on how somebody is having it so hard. They're just at a bad state in their life. And what does she decide to do? She decided to use it against them. Okay, there's more. Our viewers are utterly sick of this bullshit. They don't enjoy watching us fight, and guess what? They are turning away from all of us. I'm so tired of this petty ass behavior. We've all made mistakes and all of us have said things we regret. It's life. Support goes a lot further. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. You had you say what you needed to say about Angelica Oates. Okay. Now it's like, oh, we all need to support each other. Like you. When you went on that apology tour, you apologized to Creepshow Art, you apologized to Angelica Oates, you apologized to Nick, Dustin, Rich, all these people. And what? Not even a month later? Oh, the only person you want to apologize, or the apology stands, as for Emily D. Baker. Because all those other people to you are irrelevant. It's not like you need them. It's not like you need to socialize with them or be in communication with them on a daily basis. That's just my take on it. So, which side of the fence are you on? If you're sorry and you're making an apology for that, I'm sorry, it will never happen again. That's it. That is it. But you seem to want to make excuses for what you've done. There are no excuses. What you've done has got you to where you are today. You went on complaining about how people are calling you an alcoholic, about when you're tipsy. Just not so long ago, Friday or Saturday, I've even lost for time. You said you don't drink, but they were just the other day, you were sipping wine. So it's either or, do you or don't you? You yourself said once you have 2 glasses of wine, you get tipsy. You had 2 glasses of wine. So you can't be in a situation where you're getting angry at people for pointing out your actions. Honestly, the first thing you need to do is humble yourself. Humble yourself. 4 days of taking a break from social media does not do it. Absolutely does not do it. You really have to take time away, especially for your mental health. It's to reflect and see where you have gone wrong. Yes, people will talk about you. That's YouTube. That's the internet. This is what's selling the views, is what's going on with you and Tati. And that bullshit about you saying that certain lawyers on YouTube are only giving one side of the story. No, because that same lawyer, Nate the lawyer, that you hyped up so much, maybe you should listen to his advice as well and listen to his videos. Because at the end of the day, if it doesn't go your way, there's going to be shit to pay. And that's exactly how you roll. That is exactly how you roll. So if you want people to feel for you, if you want people to support you, reflect, change your ways. Because you're still coming across as arrogant, condescending. You know best. And also, why don't you, and this is just a small bit of advice. I watch a lot of channels with kids with autism, parents with kids with autism. And by golly, I truly from the bottom of my heart, thank the Lord every day for giving me healthy kids. Because and again I say, God only gives you what you can handle. Absolutely. But what I see them going through, my heart, I just want to get in touch with them and say to them, please, is there any way I can help? You know, it's daunting. It's a lot of work. And you want to sit there and complain, not complain, but look for sympathy on how hard your life is. You yourself said you have an 8 to 5 nurse. Some people don't even have that help, Katie. They don't. They're doing it all on their own. You should be counting your blessings that you're in a situation you're in regard to your son's well-being. But now, oh, please feel sorry for me. You all don't know what it's like going through the tantrums, going through this. But you know what? From our perspective, or from my perspective, all I see you do is sit in that chair on your live or doing a video which you upload, what, maybe 2, 3, 4 times a day. It's like, give me a fucking break. People that think they know it all know nothing. But one thing I can give you, you're very knowledgeable about this autism, about all these diagnoses. Why don't you dedicate your channel to that? You know how many people you could be helping out. And that's just my thoughts. But my biggest thing, Katie, humble yourself. That's all you got to do, is humble yourself. You need these subscribers more than they need you. Just think about that. So you guys, that's it from me. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Please let me address this. Like I said, I'm looking beat up. I've been on bed rest for the past 2 days. I got up this morning, I had a shower. I tried to make myself presentable. Like I said, I just had a small surgery done. So please don't come for me. I know I'm looking beat up, but you know what? I'm sorry. I needed to get these videos out. I don't want to disappoint anybody. So you guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch it. I truly appreciate you guys. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, ring the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. And you guys, please be kind to one another. Wear your mask when you go out there. We need to do our part. This is just a tip of the iceberg right now. So you guys, thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.